All right, we gotta get a sound check. Can you guys hear me? Yeah? Put it right there. Okay, we are good to go. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well and having a good day so far. It's good to be back here on the live. Fine, clean up for a client. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Yeah? No? Yeah? Not getting anything yet? No sound? Ah, okay, cool. I was worried for a second. I had some audio problems earlier in the day. I was hoping we were still good now. Cool. All right, what's going on, Daryl? How you doing? What's going on, everybody? Wait for people to come in, and we'll go ahead and start the live as usual. You know how it goes. Good to hear, good to hear. Still counting down the days. I know we're all still waiting for cruising to come back. But things are looking better, I guess, to a certain degree. Nice to see you guys. I see the clock. Yeah, exactly. No, we're good. We're good. No, you know, the hardest part about moving is breaking everything down and setting up. I did things a little bit differently, like over here, but I had to literally tear down this entire desk because it's from IKEA, so I had to like break everything down and then rebuild it. Am I gonna try out for the Olympics? No, definitely not. I won't even. I mean, honestly, I don't even hit the age gap. I'll be too old. I think you got to be like 27 or something like that. So, yeah, for everybody that's talking about the Olympics, yes, I know about the Olympics. I know about breaking being in the Olympics. I've known about it for over a year. I know a lot of people are pretty excited. I know I am personally, but it's nothing new. People don't understand that in my world of like breaking and like breakdancing and all that, it's a lot bigger than people realize. It wasn't just something that went out in the 70s and 80s and disappeared forever. There's a real big like international circuit that goes on with millions of viewers. People just don't know about it because they don't look it up. Tell them you identify as 27. No, honestly, I'm not looking forward to competing. The truth is, I've seen some of the best in the world. Some of the best in the world live right here in Florida. And it's not that I can't compete with them, but by the time everything's said and done, I'll be what? Was that 3 years from now? I'll be 31. No, if anything, I would love to be in like maybe like part of the committee, part of the coaching, or part of the staff. That would be nice if I can get to that point, but we'll see. Time will tell. I don't know what's going on with the Olympics so far. Are you fully moved into your new place? No, I'm moved in. I got pretty much everything here. I got a couple things in storage I got to move over to, but I got just a bunch of stuff just kind of laying around here from now that I got to reorganize. More videos now that you move. Yeah, I'll be posting daily again. I'll be back to my daily videos with the exception of maybe like a Saturday. I think I'll probably take Saturdays off. But yeah, I'll be back to posting daily content. Either way, it is good to be back. I've been feeling so weird about not posting. So yeah, this is like, I mean, I've technically gone, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 days, like 2 weeks without posting videos. So I apologize, but you guys know how it is. It's that time of year. It's a crazy year at that. And obviously I have a life outside of YouTube. I don't just live at this desk and make videos all day. So yeah, I'll be back to posting videos. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys are just joining in, hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate it. Most anticipated port I can't wait to get back to. Bermuda will always be my favorite. I love Bermuda. It's expensive if you're going there, especially outside of a cruise, but I do love that place. I know all like the nooks and crannies and all the little hidden spots over there. I love Bermuda. Definitely my favorite port. Thank you for providing great info. Travel advisor, love how you can sum up the latest news for cruising. Missed you. Oh, thank you. I missed you guys too. I miss posting videos. I'm definitely gonna get back to it. Honestly, usually this time of year, as far as like YouTube, this is like the best time to do it. Like Google pays pretty well around this time of year, so I've been kind of slacking. I definitely got to get back to posting the videos. I think some days, maybe starting next week, I might post like 2 videos a day. We'll see how I'm feeling. I don't know. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm doing okay. It's hectic. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things to figure out, but I've been pretty good. I've been good. Trying to see what's going on with cruising and these test sailings, at least. I still think they're probably going to start around January. They're still filling out the paperwork and all that stuff, but we'll see. You're reading the chat 2 minutes ahead of being able to see it. I don't know why the feed's slow, but I guess just, you know, I'll read the questions back to you guys if I'm going to answer any of them. We can do it that way if that works for you guys. That way everybody's on the same page as far as what we're talking about. That moving sucks. I used to move every couple of years, changes of address, deposits, etc. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I didn't move. I just moved like upstairs to a better apartment. That's all. I was in a studio downstairs, and the upstairs, which is like newly renovated, became available, and I moved in. So yeah, it's not too bad of a move. It was just getting everything upstairs. That's all. Nothing crazy. It's just handling getting some stuff like moved in, like the couch and bed and all that stuff. That was a little pain, but other than that, we're good. So yeah, we're still waiting to see what's going on with the cruising guys so far. I'm just kind of shocked about this whole news about Carnival talking about they're going to have cruising potentially out of places other than Florida. I can't see that happen. I can't. So I mean, we'll see, especially out of LA. That's Galveston is a maybe. I would assume that, it's just my assumption. If cruising's going to happen anywhere else other than Florida in the United States, it's probably going to be either like a New Orleans or somewhere in Texas. So we'll see. I can't see LA. I really can't. I can't see LA or anywhere in California for that matter having cruising going out of there with as strict as they are being with the lockdowns. I doubt there be any test sailings in January since the CDC is likely to reinstate the no sail order. Yeah, I mean, I hope they don't, but we'll see. I mean, they might be able to figure something out. I don't know. We'll have to see. As far as Galveston, though, like I said, I think the priority is going to be Florida within the United States, and then maybe a New Orleans or Galveston. I can't see anywhere else. I don't see New York. I don't see New Jersey. I don't see California having sailings happening anytime soon. Let's see. Why would you not cruise? Why would Carnival not cruise from Florida? I don't see why they wouldn't. I would see if any cruise ship or any cruise line at all is going to cruise anywhere in the United States, it's going to be out of Florida. We're like the only place really that is not landlocked, that is open to really anything. Tourism, cruises, theme parks, or not cruises, theme parks. We'll see. What are you hearing about vaccine before cruises? The only people that's being really open about it and having discussion about it is NCL, surprisingly, because they've been pretty quiet. As far as the vaccine, I do think it's probably going to be mandatory. We do have, I think, the first 2 people that have been vaccinated so far. The cruise lines are probably going to cover their own butts and make it mandatory for you to get the vaccine if you want to cruise. Like, personally, I can't see it going any other way. Great live with Emma. Thank you. Yeah, the live, I feel so bad. I was late for the live stream, but I got to it as quickly as I could. But overall, it was a pretty good live stream. Had a lot going on that day. I agree with you about Florida, but... I agree with you about Florida, but crazy, stupid governor who let things rip. Yeah, I mean... People are going to have their opinions on how things are being conducted, but we still got to, live a life at the end of the day, Shutting down, especially in a place like Florida, could be extremely destructive to the overall economy. We depend on tourism here. So we'll see. Florida has the amount of the highest numbers in the U.S. You don't hear about it because DeSantis, yeah. I mean, honestly, when it comes to the numbers, though, there's a lot of things being covered up, guys. That's just a simple fact of the matter. We don't, and you're not taking in the fact of the false positives and everything else that could be taking place right now when it comes to this whole virus. I think a lot of people don't really think about that. Yeah, there's numbers, but still, like, as far as I'm concerned, unless I'm seeing hospitals being packed and actually physically seeing stuff going on, whether it be on the news or whatever, it's all numbers on the screen to me. Like, there has to be concrete, like, proof that there's stuff going on, in my opinion. And until they weed out all the false positives and until we have a legitimate test that is 110% accurate, I'm not hearing any of that. I can't. Why don't they return everybody instead of just isolating that one positive case? Because they don't know how many people could be positive. So we'll see. What's that? People love the term false positive, head in the sand, false negatives, which cause illness. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's false positives, there's false negatives. The point of the matter is that these tests aren't 100% accurate. And if they're not 100% accurate, how are people supposed to follow the numbers that we're seeing? How believable is it? I'm not saying the numbers are, let's say, lower than they are. They could be higher. We just don't know. They just base it off of who's getting the tests. And we've all heard about the cases about people getting tests done, and they test positive 1 minute, then they test negative, and then they go back again, and then they test negative. You know what I mean? So I just think it's all craziness at the end of the day right now, and it's hard to really believe anything. Let's see, what was that, Daryl? Do you think Shiplife for crew entertainers in particular is going to be a little to none, or do you think they're likely to mandate the vaccine and still allow the crew bar? That's the big question. I think it's going to be extremely, regardless of how things play out, things are going to be extremely hard for the crew no matter what happens. There's going to be a lot more work to be done. And if they, let's say, cut off the crew bar, honestly, a lot of people are probably going to want to not work on cruise ships. The crew bar and being granted shore leave is definitely one of the main points that I'm looking at when it comes to the crew. The crew car is going to be a sticking point for, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The crew bar and the shore leave, because I mean, aside from the money, because some of them don't really make that much money at all, aside from the shore leave and them having the overall experience, I don't see crew members really dying to get on cruise ships. You'll have people from the developing countries like the Philippines and all the islands and whatnot that are going to be working on cruise ships, but you're going to see the overall morale of the crew members being a little bit less than what it normally is. Now, obviously, they're going to put on the face because they have to when they're on board the ship and catering to the guests, but I don't see it going any other way. In the back end, they're going to be very unhappy. They're going to be very, unfulfilled when working on the ship. Are you hoping to get back on board if offered? No, I'm not going to work on the cruise ship. If they offer me to go on there as a guest entertainer, like maybe as a breaker, you know what I mean, or something of that nature, yeah, of course I'd be down for it. Given that the contract's right. But it'd have to be at least equal to or similar to the contract that I did when I was working for NCL, for example. Or, even that small fly-on I did for Carnival. Like, I'm talking about there has to be, like, a lot of leeway for me to at least be able to enjoy myself. I'm not working 24/7. Not on the ship. Definitely not. When I can just stay here and make the money that I make or be able to be free. I did it for like a decade or so. I'm not trying to go back to that at all. Let's see. I think I missed something. Nope. Okay, but I just think there's going to be a lot of, I don't want to say hostility, but you're going to see a different energy when it comes to the crew members working on board ships moving forward, for sure. I can't see it going any other way. You should do like Japan did, 3 tests to see if you have the virus. After that, after days, they would test you again. Even pregnancy tests are not 100%. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just like, at least with a pregnancy test, you'll know at some point if you're pregnant. Maybe you're having morning sickness, so you're actually going to see a bump. You're going to feel something. But with the virus, there are people that are asymptomatic throughout the whole process. They're apparently positive, but they're not showing any symptoms. What does that really mean at the end of the day? I think that's the bigger factor. So we'll see. But Scott, I'd still go to work on board if they closed the bar and took away shore visits for now. It's money in my pocket. And, yeah, I agree. Like I said, I don't think people aren't going to stop working for cruise ships. But I just think the overall morale and the happiness of the crew members, because even if, Scott, whenever people are working on board ships, if you're working all day and then your final relaxation point of the day is not going to your cabin because it's tiny, going and socializing with everybody at the crew bar and having a beer, because I like drinking. That'd probably be a deal ender for me, or a lot of people as well. The economy is not quite nearly as important as public health. Yeah, but the economy does translate into public health at some point. Here, especially in the United States, where there is that whole need to, obviously, anywhere in the world, to make money, to make a living for yourself, that hand in hand is going to mess up the overall health of the public. If people don't have money, they're going to get desperate. They get desperate. They start robbing and killing and committing suicide and going through a bunch of mental stress. So it's all connected at the end of the day. Public health is related to the economy, unfortunately. Because, otherwise, unless we're getting free food and stuff left and right and we don't need money anymore, it's going to be a factor. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, yeah. What did I miss? When is NCL going to start? It's probably going to start with everybody else, probably around April. I know there's been announcements of potentially starting in March and stuff like that. The economy and public health are linked together and they're not mutually exclusive from each other. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I go broke, like today, and I have no money, imagine like the mental health, the stress, I got a kid to take care of. I got to provide for myself. If that goes away and I got no way to make money and I don't have any money in the bank, that's going to overall affect my mental health. I'm not going to be able to think clearly. There's times even the past couple years when I've had this channel, I stopped making videos because I had a lot of stuff mentally going on, financially going on. That's just how it is. The UK and most of Europe shut down. Why not Florida? Well, I don't know. Obviously there's going to be a lot of politicians involved. There's a lot of stuff going on. Of course, with Florida, depending on tourism for its economy, that could be a big factor. You got DeSantis and everything, and he has his views on things. But honestly, I'm one of those people that believes that it's kind of 50-50. If things shut down, everything falls apart. You know, there's crime, there's people going through mental stress and people doing things, desperate things in order to survive. So it's kind of like you got to find that happy medium somewhere. Why is Disney open but not the cruise ships? I mean, Disney is like it's not on the water. It's not like a week long thing where people are going to be stuck in there the entire time. But of course, you know, they're also linked to the, you know, they're an American based company, so they don't have as many restrictions as the cruise lines. They can have a say in certain opinions. What is that? Careful, Jay. You might get put out on the naughty step like me. What do you mean? What's the naughty step? Florida's a tourism state, a lot of revenue. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So if that died, imagine if they didn't let anybody go to the beaches, they didn't let anybody go on the cruise ships or anything like that, or not cruise ships, just to the theme parks. Imagine what that would do to the economy. I have plenty of friends that work at Busch Gardens, the theme park over here, like maybe 15 minutes away from me. I started there. I worked there for a couple years. If that shut down, I didn't like back when I was working there. I don't know what I would have done. You know, so overall, like it's always been that battle back and forth with the, you know, with the pandemic being that, okay, do we close everything down or do we leave everything open? Right? It was a video I saw. It was a man talking about it. He was like, well, honestly, at the end of the day, the truth is, and I don't want to get political or anything like that, but I'm talking about as a whole, the government failed. Right? Because if they wanted to lock down, especially in a place like the United States, they probably could have just given everybody enough money to survive for 3 months, right? Instead of just kind of dipping it out here and there and giving it to the big businesses and then telling everybody, you know, they could have said, here's $20,000, everybody, just stay locked down for the next couple of months, only go out when you need to. And we could have had a completely different situation. It would have cost a lot of money up front, but I think we could have potentially have been done away with this virus by now. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm not the government. I don't know what they have going on. I'm sure it's much more complicated than that. But you can't have people making no money and expect them to not want to do things to survive or not want to have fun or anything of that nature. So we'll see. I mean, guys, there's a lot of little details when it comes to whether things should be opened or not. But the main thing with cruising, unfortunately, is like they're not part of the United States. They're not, you know, they're not organized here in the United States. They're not headquartered to a certain degree. Yeah, they got the headquarters down in Miami, but they're technically not a US based company, which doesn't give them any room to talk about anything. You know, but that's the reason why cruising is getting hit so hard, because the only people they can talk to is the CDC, and the CDC is not having it. They can't go lobby over in the government or anything like that, the White House, and say, hey, look, we got to figure it out. They can, but if people don't want to play ball over there, they're already kind of out of luck. It's not like the airlines, and, you know, because the airlines, they got so many people in their back pocket to a certain extent. And on top of that, people need airlines to travel, which is exactly why the airlines haven't shut down here in the United States. So cruising itself is in like its own category, and it's an unfortunate one at that, because it's like the things that they use to try to, you know, get past labor laws and all that is coming back to bite them. And, you know, it is what it is at this point. The cruise lines have to kind of fend for themselves until they can find some way to start back up or appease the CDC. So we'll see. We'll see. I think I saw something I missed. Maybe not. Oh yeah, there it is. Did you hear about was that Marcella Dream and that they're going to set sail? When? I haven't heard about that. No, I have to look into it after this. No, when was that? That's a good question. Do you think cruising will really start in April? The only way I see, there's only two scenarios where personally I see cruising starting in April. It's either one, they are able to conduct successfully the test sailings starting at least in January, or they figure things out with the vaccine, and from there they can say, all right, well, we're going to make vaccines mandatory, and that way people can cruise. If they don't do the test sailings, obviously that's a big step, then they can't have cruising, and cruising could potentially be pushed back even further. So we'll see. I thought part of the test sailing procedures would be quarantining people for such a situation that this could happen. That could happen. Yeah, that's the point of it. That's the point of it. What ports do you think most likely will replace Key West stops? I think they'll probably get rid of it altogether. You know, there's just Miami, and they're probably going to go wherever else they're going to go. A lot of people aren't really fans of Key West anyway. So, I mean, honestly, I think it's just going to be wiped off the menu. You know, any idea about COVID vaccine when the U.S. will start with it? Well, there's already, I believe, 2 people so far that have tested or have taken the vaccine. So we'll see. We will see. I think I'm just going to hold off of cruising until 2022. Wow. Maybe do Las Vegas trip later. Just so much uncertainty. Yeah. I wouldn't be booking a cruise right now, personally. I'm going to wait till it starts back up. Let's see. Jay, Broadway is closed. Yeah, I know. So are all the restaurants. NYC, Florida needs to suck it up. The government needs to supplement socialism works. Yeah, but New York can survive to a certain extent without tourism. That's the difference. Florida needs it to survive. You know, and if we don't let people into the beaches, we don't let people into the bars, the clubs, the restaurants, you know, the theme parks, all that stuff, it will literally fall apart right in front of us. Well, that's Scott. I don't think the test sailings are going to start until February minimum, personally. I think it's a possibility with everything going on. I mean, it is definitely not off the table. Definitely not. I live in Florida, but I enjoyed the Key West port stop. I know a lot of people did, but I mean, if they're going to have restrictions that they are, that pretty much eliminates any large cruise ship from ever coming over there. So we'll see. Do you think cruising in California will start by October 2021? Yeah, that's a possibility. Depending on what goes on with the vaccine, I just don't think, personally, I think cruises, first of all, like indefinitely, unless things work out in a very positive way when the vaccine is actually implemented, I think it's going to be a big stop for cruises, first of all, longer than 7 days. I forgot what cruise line it is. I got to look it up because, I mean, I said in my video that I posted today, if you guys haven't watched it, it's going to be a very, very difficult process as far as like how they're going to conduct the sailings, even when the vaccine comes out, because that alone is going to be a complicated process, getting everybody, you know, acclimated to taking the vaccine in the first place. So we'll see. So I have Alaska. Yeah, we'll see. How do we know the test sailings aren't taking place right now? Watching Cruise Mapper, there's quite a bit of movement on ships. Yeah, no, that's very, very true. I've been saying that in a couple of my videos. We don't know. You know, I don't care how many resources I have or anybody for that matter. We really don't know everything that's going on in any particular cruise ship. Carnival could be doing their test sailings with just the crew right now with 2 ships. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Definitely don't want to do test sailings. They will be quarantined. All passengers a full day. Doesn't seem like much fun. There's always that possibility on the test sailing. It's not a free cruise where you get to go to the buffet and do everything that you want. I don't think people realize that when they raise their hands to volunteer. The CDC has all say. They could tell the ship as soon as they set sail to turn around and come back within an hour. You know, so everything you just did was for nothing. What was that? Have you learned any martial arts at... If yes, where are they? Have I learned any martial arts? No, I've never learned any martial arts. I'm just a break dancer. That's it. Someone was asking about the Morella Dream. It's been sold to one of the scrapyards. Yeah, we talked about that earlier in the year. Yeah, that was a thing. A lot of ships got sold. So I don't think there's anything going on with Morella right now. If not, they've been pretty quiet overall. But yeah, so we'll have to see how everything plays out. I just think Florida is definitely going to be the focus. It has to be the focus for any cruise that plans to set sail. I don't see anything going on anytime in the near future with any of the ports, even Galveston, even New Orleans, New York. I don't see it happening. As unfortunate as it is. So we'll see. Everything right now is just a big, gigantic maybe or a what if, and when it happens, it actually happens. That's the end of it, unfortunately. So right now, we're all just kind of playing the waiting game like we have been for the entire year. You know, I'm doing as much research as I can, but I could say something and then tomorrow it's inaccurate. You're in California. Hopefully we can March or April. Like I said, I mean, the vaccine could change everything. It really could. It really could. It just depends on who's taking it. By the way, your plant is growing. Is it? No, it's not growing. It's fake. How are the cruise lines going to make money? That right there is the magical question. They're not making any money right now. You know, so they're literally surviving on their credit lines and the money that they have in the bank. Not even, whatever credit lines they have left. So we'll see. Has any cruise line reached out to you about test cruises? No, I reached out to a couple, but I haven't heard anything so far. I don't think anybody really has, other than maybe like Don or some of the travel agents. That's it. I don't think they've reached out to anybody with, I guess, an influence. I'm like, yeah, we all are YouTubers, but I'm not a travel agent, so I'm not in the same bracket as them. So for them to reach out to me, it's probably going to be either last minute or it's going to be later on in 2021. I mean, I hope they do. Honestly, I would go if they did the test sailings. I would gladly go, no matter what happened. So we'll see. I'm coming to New York in August. You think it'll be open by then? I hope so. Right now, everything, in my opinion, is dependent on what they're going to do with these vaccines. Since they're already starting to implement them in places like the United Kingdom, they are just starting here in the United States. So we got to see how all of it just kind of plays itself out. They may make it, I think the FDA, they already approved the vaccine. So if they decide to do a mass distribution or something like that, then it could potentially change things for cruising and everything will be not normal, but I guess starting the process of being close to it at some point in 2021. I think the first half of the year and the second half of the year for cruising is going to be very different. So we'll see. Thousands of tourists flying to Florida to cruise, so maybe that will be the issue and how to get to and from Florida. Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on how it all plays out, but whenever cruising does come back, they're going to have to do some type of mandate that can tell people who can come in or how many people are allowed to come in or if anybody from out of state is allowed to come in to get on a ship. We'll see. Please give a shout out to my husband, Trey. What's up, Trey? Hopefully he's watching. Thanks for watching the channel, guys. I appreciate you. Let's see. Things are about making money off bookings. I've never heard of 3 cruises booked at one time. What do you mean? As far as like one person booking a cruise all at the same time? What's up, Jay? Ray and Sue's Travel Channel. How's it going, guys? I hope you're doing well. Say, yes, I'm an RN. We're vaccinating today. My hospital started today. Where are you at? Where's your hospital? Where are you vaccinating at? Whenever I get that answer. Royal Caribbean said their first employees and travel agents, was that? First employees and travel agents, then public for the test cruises. Yeah, that's what they've told us, travel agents, but that could be subject to change. Yeah, everything's subject to change, of course. And since I'm not a travel agent, I don't fit into that bracket. I have a pretty, I guess, on the global standpoint, I guess I have a pretty large following on YouTube, but that doesn't put me in the same bracket. Oh yeah, Scott, by the way, no dance moves today. Unfortunately, I got like boxes and stuff and I got to reorganize all this apartment, by the way. So I'm still getting all that kind of figured out. So I won't be doing any dance moves today when I hit 100 likes, guys. I'm sorry, but I can't today. I'm slowly getting moved in. I might show you guys the apartment if you want to see it. It's not that big. It's not bad, but it's for one person and for me, my son to come over, play some video games, spend the night, stuff like that. It's not bad. So I'm happy. Let's see. Oh, from Sacramento. So they're already giving out the vaccine over in California. Interesting. I like that. Okay. No, so 100 likes and we'll get a tour of the apartment where the roomie's in. I'll give you a tour. I'll show you the bedroom and everything. I got you. If we can get 100 likes, I'll give you guys a tour if you want to see it of the apartment. It's nothing fancy, but honestly, I'm happy. I'm not a very like materialistic person. I don't need anything too fancy. I'm just trying to survive. I'm honestly like more of a minimalist than anything. They're doing the vaccines in hospitals in Montreal, Montgomery. Wow. Okay. So yeah, it's happening right now. We're in the process of it. Jay, when are you coming back to Europe? Well, so right now I have flights set up to go there on the 29th. Given that nothing happens, there's no travel restrictions and everything's okay, I'm supposed to go over there and be there for New Year's. So we'll see. It's not 100% confirmed yet, but that's the plan. Vaccinations have started in Florida. California also giving out the vaccines as well. Okay. Yeah, so the ball is already rolling. I think it's only a matter of time before they really start making it public where anybody can go get it. I'm going to sit back and watch for a little bit personally because I'm not going to be one of the first people to go get vaccinated. Cruise lines need to stop with this Ponzi scheme already. What Ponzi scheme? You mean as far as like the bookings and the cancellations? Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of crazy how they've conducted things throughout this pandemic. I get it. They have to continue to make money, and the only way they can make money is with bookings. So people that are still putting deposits down and paying for cruises that haven't happened yet is probably their only game right now that they can play. Vaccinations have started in Ohio and Kentucky. Okay, yeah, so it's happening. We're in the process of it. I think the vaccine will be included in medicals when I'm contacted. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I can't see it going any other way, Daryl, to be honest. I mean, with anybody for that matter, any cruise line operating in the United States, they're probably going to start implementing that right now and say everybody has to get vaccinated if they want to get on the ship and work. Netherlands has entered a 5-week lockdown with non-essential shops, theaters, gyms all closing. Germany will enter a lockdown on Wednesday after infections hit record levels. Wow. European cruise lines. Oh, okay. Yeah. So there's a lot happening right now. I mean, I guess on in the grand scheme of things, it's good. But we got to see how everything goes out with this rollout. The rollout of the vaccine is good news. Light at the end of the tunnel, but social distancing, mask, everyone be careful as important as it's ever been. Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is a big step. This is technically a good step, but I do still say that right now with the vaccine coming out, it's technically good news, but it is going to be another monster for the world to tackle because of all unfortunately, this whole pandemic is a cesspool and a melting pot for the ultimate conspiracy theory and everything else that's going on. The vaccine's a little bit rushed, honestly, in my personal opinion. And, a lot of people are going to be a little skeptical, regardless of what people say, regardless of how many influencers or celebrities say it's okay or claim to have taken it. It's going to be an issue. So, I mean, I think everybody just has to kind of get ready for that. And then we'll just see what happens from there. Time will tell. General public in Canada, what was that, Scott? General public in Canada probably won't be getting a vaccine until April, according to news sources. But hospital workers and seniors are getting it right now. I think that's the same thing here in the United States. The only people that have heard about getting it are medical staff over in hospitals. So we'll see. I mean, I think that's how it's going to trickle down. They're probably going to go to that. Then they're going to go to government officials and whatnot. And they're going to slowly creep it down to, the general public. Which I think is rightfully so. That's how it should be. So we'll see. I mean, now the thing about me is personally, I've never taken a vaccine in my life, and it wasn't by choice. My parents just never took me to go get vaccinated, but I've never got the measles. I've never got anything of that nature. The only thing I've gotten was to work for NCL was a yellow fever shot. So I've never gotten a flu vaccine or anything like that before in my life. And honestly, I'm still kicking. I'm still living. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm a little skeptical and I'm not in a rush. NCL's canceled anything longer than 7 days, right? It was NCL that canceled all cruises longer than 7 days for the year, right? I should have announced that today. I'll probably talk about it in tomorrow's video. But I do think no matter what, it's going to happen at some point. Yellow fever shot. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The only vaccine that I've gotten was the yellow fever shot when I needed to work for NCL. And that's it. I haven't had any other vaccines other than that one right there. So we'll see. You'll see the vaccine on the news in 10 years. If you took the vaccine, you may sign up for a loss. I can see that happening. I mean, personally, like I said, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I just believe, especially with this vaccine, it came a little fast. A little rushed. I have a 10-day for Carnival that hasn't canceled yet. What do you mean? So when is your cruise, your 10-day cruise? What was that? Do you think it's suspicious that the audio got cut exactly when you were about to talk about the 2 cases? Oh, yeah, you know what? I just thought about that. The 2 cases of battery. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I could be getting, shadow banned or something. I don't know. I mean, I got to look at the views, too. YouTube has been kind of cutting me down a little bit lately. I don't know. You guys could be right. And by the way, if you guys are here, make sure you hit that like button. If we do hit 100 likes, I'll give you guys a tour of my apartment. There's boxes and stuff all over the place. But if you guys want to see it, if we hit 100 likes, I'll show you the apartment just so you guys can see where I actually conduct my daily activities if you guys want. And now, it's a work in progress. There's still stuff I got to do, but I'll show you if you want. How's the Tesla stock treating you? Oh, it's great. It's great. It got included in the S&P 500. Things are good. I'm going to keep buying more. We need another dip. I'll be happy. Was the video demonetized? That'll tell you. No, it wasn't. Now, when this whole pandemic thing first started, oh my God, every single one of my videos was demonetized. You can't mention vaccine. You can't say the C word. I still don't know if you can. I have in a couple videos and it hasn't got demonetized, but hey, we'll see. What are your thoughts about the potential mandatory vaccine requirements to go on a cruise again? I think from a business standpoint, it's a good move, and I think it's kind of needed. It's necessary if the cruise lines want to survive. I don't agree with it, but I think it's going to happen. We'll see. I think it's probably the only play that cruise lines have right now in order to resume operations and not eventually go bankrupt. These test sailings and all that, they still are governed by the CDC, and if they get the vaccine, there won't be any more issues. Potentially. I don't know. Everybody could turn into zombies or something on the ship. Sound is cracky here. Does it sound bad? Sorry about that. Does it sound bad? Can you guys hear me okay? Carnival is reviewing cruises Reviewing cruise longer than 7 nights. Not canceled currently. They sent emails. Wasn't it Carnival? I think that they've canceled their cruises 7 day or longer until November. A lot of cruise lines are doing that pretty much for most of the year. So we'll see. Okay, you sound good. Oh, thanks. Okay, cool. It's crackling a little bit. Maybe if I turn the hold on. I turned the volume down a smidge, so maybe that'll help. It's causing the crackling. I don't know. I also got to clean my stuff. Yeah, it could be the dust. All the stuff that I've been moving around with since the move. A slight crackle. Okay. Where's your mic? My mic is down. It's like tucked into my shirt. Can't hear. There's a bit of peaking. Let me see. Now you're just quieter and they're still cracking. Okay, well, I mean, so this stuff, my mic equipment has been kind of just sitting around for the past couple of days gathering dust. So that could be it. I apologize, guys. If you can hear me, I guess it's kind of what I have to deal with for now, just because I don't want to take it out and have to clean it and everything. So I'll have everything hopefully set up and stuff. I'll clean it out today and then get everything set right for tomorrow's episode. So we'll see. If I turn my speakers up, it cracks a little bit. Okay. Well, I know one thing. I forgot what the piece is. There's a piece missing on my microphone. I gotta put it back in. Spin the jack in the back seat. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Let me disconnect. Give me a second. All right. What about now? Maybe it's a little bit better. I don't know. There's only so much I can do right now. I apologize in advance, guys. I can't agree with you on that one. There are many people that cannot take the vaccine. In addition to, what is that? In addition, although they are saying it's safe over time, I'll be determined. Yeah, it hasn't been tested long term. Yeah, it could be rubbing my shirt. No, that's what I'm saying. Usually there's a cover that I wear when I wear my mic, so that's probably why. Tampa had a great game. Yeah, they did. It's not bad, dude. Just a little crackles here and there. Okay, cool. Well, like I said, I'm unfortunately, I don't know, maybe I'm just moving around too much. So we'll see. Am I joining Lito Loca next year on the NCL cruise? I mean, I haven't been invited. I would. When is their cruise? Didn't they have one in March or something like that, group cruise? When is their next cruise? That I don't know. I haven't been invited, so I mean, I'm not gonna invite myself to a party. So we'll see. We'll see. Come on the cruise. I mean, I can crash it if you want. We'll see. Personally, I'm waiting for the Oxford vaccine. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, that's, you know, the issue with the vaccines, though, especially when it comes to the crew. Me and my moderator, Scott, we were just talking about this. It's going to be an issue for the crew that are going to need vaccinations because you got people coming in from different countries and taking different types of vaccines. What's going to determine, hey, look, 111 people. Sorry, guys, I see consecutive numbers all the time. It's 111 today. But it's going to be very difficult for the crew because if you got somebody in the Philippines that's taken, let's say, a Pfizer vaccine as opposed to somebody in here in the United States that's taking a Moderna vaccine, what's going to determine what's okayed and what isn't? You know what I mean? Or what isn't? That's what I'm worried about personally. I wonder how all of that's going to play out when it comes to the crew and everybody else. Let's say somebody, even a guest, let's say a guest from the United Kingdom is coming to Florida to take a cruise, but they have the wrong vaccine. You know what I mean? I think those are going to be the big questions, in my personal opinion, that's going to be popping up within, let's say, the next couple months, especially in regards to cruising. Like, what vaccine is okayed and what vaccine isn't? Vaccine's a vaccine, they all work. They say that now. But what happens when the Moderna vaccine, for example, I'm not saying it will, but what happens when the Moderna vaccine starts having side effects? You know what I'm saying? Or if somebody still ends up somehow contracting the virus with the Moderna vaccine as opposed to the Pfizer vaccine. All that stuff is still up in the air, guys. You got to remember that. You know, especially with this new, it's technically, whether it's been approved or not by the FDA, it's still an experimental drug. So we'll see. What was that? Yep, because you have to be shot weeks apart, and the ships aren't going to have special fridges. Yeah, that you're going to be lucky, and you're lucky if you have a month notice before you need to head to the ship. Yeah. Stuff happens fast for the people that are working on board ships. And then say somebody takes a cruise. They can't get all that stuff done quickly. The brand of vaccine is not critical. The main thing is that the herd immunity is achieved. Yeah, to a certain degree. But I'm just saying, at what cost, though? If somebody develops side effects 2 weeks from now, or let's say a mass audience of people that took the vaccine, millions of people start developing similar side effects, then what? I think there was something going around right now, and it's been like shadow banned, but there are people that I guess apparently after taking the vaccine, they developed, what is it called, Bell's palsy, where their face was like paralyzed, you know? So What if that happens? What if that happens on like a global standpoint with one of the vaccines? They won't all be the same, you know? So we'll see. If it's negative, the media will hide it from us. Hey, unfortunately, social media is bought and sold at the end of the day. I don't care what anybody says. You know, somebody is in somebody's back pocket. End of story. So we'll see. What was that? What are your buddies saying about the vaccine taking? What do you mean? Which buddies? What are you talking about? They're not 100% affected, so there'll still be a situation where somebody contracts the virus who's been vaccinated. This even happened in the test. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know? So it's not just a surefire way. And it's like for a lot of people, especially the anti-vaxxers, in their mind, naturally, they're going to say, what is the need for me to take a vaccine if I can still contract the virus? So we'll see. What was that? Next time you do your live, wear headphones or ask a person to wear headphones. Oh, I mean, I could. Maybe it'd probably be easier for everybody. I could just wear some headphones if you guys want. You probably hear me better, I guess. Heard the medical people that the side effects that they observed, meant that it was working. Oh, maybe. I'll wait for a normal vaccine when there's just one shot easier. Yeah, I agree. Oh, live with another person. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Well, when I did my live with Emma, you know, I just rushed into it. I didn't have everything prepared, and we had some sound difficulties. I don't know if it was my end or her end, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. Everything's not going to be perfect all the time. We'll see. The 2 people in the UK who had adverse reaction were hypersensitive. They recovered really quickly. Okay, no, I'm just talking, you know, just looking long term. What's going to happen a year from now, 2 years from now? And if they link it back to the vaccine, then what? You know what I'm saying? And then what if it happens on a mass scale? So we'll see. We will see. Now we know the sound of Jay's soul. What does that mean? Another live with Don? I've never done a live with Don. I've never been invited. I mean, I've been thinking about putting lives on myself. What if I did a live? What if I invited some people onto a live? Would you guys watch that? And if I did, who would you want me to invite? I mean, I can contact maybe some crew members of mine, or, you know, let me know what you guys want, because I can look into it. Donna's going on the breakaway too. Oh, okay, yeah, everybody. Okay, so maybe I can, yeah, I was talking to Emma about that. Maybe I can bring her on my channel and we can do it from there. Sharon at sea, Lito Loca. Okay. A group shout out. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think maybe sometime this month, or it depends. Everybody's busy. Any of them. Yeah, we'll see. Probably in January, I'll start, you know, I really want to start upgrading the channel and doing more for the channel other than just posting videos and doing live stream. I want to just kind of upgrade a little bit, or maybe at least make the quality of my live streams, you know, somewhat better. I'm slowly tinkering with Shipyard a little bit. If you guys know, that's where all the people, you know, go to upgrade their live streams and have people invite them and all that. Once I figure all that out, probably at the beginning of the year, I'm going to start bringing people in to do interviews and join me in for the live streams. So we'll see. Keep it different. Yeah, I mean, you guys know. I mean, on my channel, I try to go there. I try to at least talk about things that maybe people aren't really thinking about, or people that maybe don't want to talk about when it comes to cruising, because everybody only wants to talk about all the happy stuff. So we'll see. They were happy to collaborate with you. Okay, yeah, no, I'm definitely down. You know, at the end of the day, this is all a community. You know, I mean, even my logo itself just screams community. That's how I look at it. It's a very general, very broad saying, the ship life. People live the ship life, whether you're a crew member or if you're a guest. You know, we're all part of the same community, and that's how I look at it. So, you know, whether we have cruising or not, I think everybody should still kind of stick together and know what's going on and kind of be in the loop, regardless if we talk about different things or not. That's just that's how I look at it at the end of the day. You know, I think we all share one love, and that's, you know, cruising and travel, of course. I'm more on the travel end, you know. I talk about cruises, but I love traveling. I love the water. So we'll see. Bring on Captain Kate. Yeah, if she would do one, that would be amazing. How cool would that be? I have to write that down. I'm gonna make a list after I get done talking on my live stream, and then we'll do that for sure. Hey, how are you? Watching from the Philippines? Wow. I wonder how it's going over there. I know a lot of my friends that I've been communicating with live over in Manila and Cebu and whatnot, and you know, they all depend on cruising. So we'll see. As long as you get her age right this time. You're never gonna let me live that down, are you? Look, I had the age, right? But I had to keep on repeating that line because I kept messing up somewhere when I was talking about the details, and I made that one little mistake. All right, you gotta let it go. Jeez. Hey, encouraging commenters to post Viber numbers now. What do you mean? What do you mean Viber numbers? So we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna set that up, guys. I'm probably, I want to do something cool with my live stream other than just do Q&A. I like the organicness of the live stream that I do because I can actually have a conversation with people, answer questions. I don't want to just ramble on like I'm doing another video. So I'm gonna try to figure out the best formula, And to be honest with you guys, I know a lot of the cruise YouTubers do like, I don't know, the trivia and stuff. Not my thing. I would like to do something maybe, but we'll figure it out as time goes on. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah. 18. Do we have 18 more to go? Oh yeah. Is it 18 more? 18 more likes, guys. I'll give you a tour of my apartment if you guys want to see it. Hit that like button for me. We got 117 people in, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I appreciate it. Proof that the vaccine will be the Wild West first, ultimately be standardized as they learn with Hawaii Safe Travel Program. You could easily Photoshop a negative test result. Oh, that's definitely going to be in the works, for sure. This is the digital revolution, guys. That's going to be a lot that happen. That's going to happen moving forward. It's going to take years for you to recover from the age mess up. Oh, yeah, I agree. You're right. Whatever. I'll live with it. Who cares? You live and you learn, right? Getting ready to get back on board Carnival. Okay, wait. You said something about... Hold on. Was it Ella Moon's vlog? I'm here at the training center now. The basics. Oh, okay. Wow. Hey, Ella, I mean, if you're in the Philippines, maybe you could reach out to me on my social media or email me. Because, I mean, if you wouldn't mind giving me some more information, I'd really appreciate it. Maybe contact me. Whenever this video is done, I'll leave my socials and stuff. If you want to contact me, my email, Instagram, or Facebook, hit me up on either one of those, and we can definitely have a conversation and talk if you're willing to. Just let me know. All right, guys, so we need 9 more. We need 9 more, and I'll give you guys a tour of my little apartment, my little home, so you guys see what I do, where I live in between my videos, and that I just don't live at this little desk. Just let me know. Let me see. A lot longer than Ray and Sue. Oh, that's not for me. 8 more. Okay. All right, so here's the thing. I can do it. If we get 5 more, I'll give you guys a tour. But after this, I got to wrap it up. I didn't charge my phone. I'm literally at like, I don't know, 4%. I don't want it to die. So if you guys can hit that like button for me, we need 4 more. We'll do the little tour, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here for today, guys. 4 more likes. We need 4 more likes, and then we'll go ahead and do the tour. And then I'll try to answer a couple questions at the end, or at least while I'm doing the little, my tour. Oh, we got 104. Wow. That was quick. Okay, so I'll give you guys a tour. All right, so what I got to do now, though, I got to remove my mic because it's all connected to this. Actually, no, I'll just bring it with me. Give me a second, guys. This is cool. What is that? 200 likes and no vaccines in politics. I like that. I like that. All right, hold on. Is it dark already? No, it's not. Perfect. All right, guys, so check it. So you just come up the stairs here. And out here, I got a little patio. When I bought this, so I can actually sit out here and actually put my script together for my videos. And then you just go inside. So I'm just happy I actually got like a full kitchen now. The place I was at had a little MTV of Jade's edition. Yeah. I'm just happy I can actually cook. I got a full kitchen now. I was collecting these for a little while when I was traveling. But, oh look, you guys can see my little NCL badge. Good times. And over here, I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this desk. I'm probably going to put it in the room, I think, and get it out of the way because I want to put this, I have a bigger TV that I want to put over in the corner and just kind of go from there. But as you can see, guys, like I said, I got a lot of boxes and stuff just kind of laying around and whatnot. Then we go back here. Here's the bathroom, getting everything situated, normal stuff. And you guys can see like my whole setup for the YouTube channel. And then finally we got the room. Nothing crazy. So yeah. What's up, guys? Yeah, I know. There's a lot of stuff I got to get. And it's my little tiny bed because I try not to spend too much time in my bed. I'm a lazy person by nature, so I do the best I can. No, I just moved here. I got to unpack everything. Like, I just got all this stuff in here like 2 days ago. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, so you can see it. And I live here in Tampa, if you guys didn't know. And I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I'm like literally like maybe a 5-minute drive. Looks bigger on camera. Yeah. Yeah, but still, I'm telling you, like, if I had a big, comfortable bed, I'd stay in bed like all day. Your fridge magnets are neat. Oh, thanks. But yeah, guys, so this is where I'll be for at least the next year or so. And then I'm like I said, 5 minutes away from the Tampa cruise port, like driving. So I could honestly just jog over there if I wanted to. I really like your apartment. I believe in the life of a minimalist, trying to, yeah, you know, I got big plans. I would like to get into real estate at some point, or at least have some type of property. But, you know, as of right now, I believe you should always live at the minimum. You know, I'm somebody that travels. I don't need a big fancy house. I don't. Like maybe when I'm old and I'm not going anywhere, it'll be a different situation. But for now, I don't need a lot. If I got a place where I can live comfortably and my son and my friends can come over, I'm good. I'm happy. But anyway, guys, I'm at 1%. I got to get out of here, otherwise my phone's going to die, and I hate when that happens, guys. So yeah, the location's great. I'm in Ybor. I'm literally right next to the clubs, bars. Theme park isn't far away, so, and the beaches aren't far either. So am I planning on working on a cruise ship again? No. Where's Black Panther? I got to pull it out. But guys, I got to get out of here. I appreciate you guys coming to the live stream. I just don't want my phone to die. Thank you so much. I will be posting another video tomorrow, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for sticking around, all right? Take care, guys.